All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Arkanosi, if I pronounce that right. Who actually knows? I mean, you know. We are going to be playing some Songs of Syx today. Gotta drink some water, stay hydrated, and continue. In our last episode, we got to about 1,500 people and ended up with a lot of money. Yeah, I assume my stream times are horrible for you if you're in the other side of the world from America. Although, I will do morning streams from time to time. Oh, thanks for the follow. But a morning stream might be better, potentially. Okay. Gotta get a handle on what the heck I was even doing again. Also, someone starved to death again? How'd that happen? Where did that happen? Did someone die in a wall again? Yep. That's exactly what happened. That's not the first time that's happened. Gosh, I feel bad. So I have to be careful when I'm putting buildings together. If there's a doorway connected to a wall, that can create problems. So let me remove that so he can be buried. And then I'll have to build a ceiling over that. Okay, so let's see, we've got the jewelers running. That's how we're making all this money. We've got 1.9 million. We have tool production going through the roof, which is good. And we're going to be selling some tools too, I guess, if we have enough. So metal... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Metal smelters, we do have tools on. That's good. And our ore and coal looks good. Now, ore, we don't currently have an import for it because we have an ore mine over here that's actually reasonably efficient. And I have them holding a small amount of tools. I could give them more tools, actually. But I'm worried we're not going to be using enough ore. And how much does ore even cost? 87 each? I feel like I should just buy it. Metal... Yeah, I mean, with all the productivity we have from tools, we get 2 metal per ore, which is pretty significant. I wonder if I should just buy ore. That honestly feels like a better idea to me. So, let's get a couple import depots where I can fit them somewhere. Oh, there's one right here that's not importing anything. Crap, what was I supposed to import with this? Yeah, September Waves. This is, some would say, a dwarf fortress alike. I think this was supposed to import stone, actually, and I forgot to do that. I don't know a ton about Dwarf Fortress myself, because I've never played it, but I've played a lot of games that are known for being like Dwarf Fortress, and this is definitely one of them. Yeah, it's the city builder genre where you create jobs and your workers do the jobs, and you're tasked with feeding and clothing and housing those people. I mean, Oxygen Not Included is similar, No Moria is similar. But yeah, Dwarf Fortress is maybe a bit more intense and in-depth. No Moria was one of my favorite Dwarf Fortress alikes because it was very similar in terms of the feel of the game. but the actual gameplay itself was much less complicated and very approachable. So if you're looking for a Dwarf Fortress type game, I would highly recommend No Moria. Okay, so we are importing above 90, which means we should, or import below 80, export above 90. Okay, and I want a bit more storage for ores, so where are my warehouses at? I've really started putting things in random places, which is not a good habit. Oh, there's an extra slot here. We'll just do ore. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is crazy complicated. Like, I don't know if I could ever play that game. I'm looking forward to the Steam release, which has an actual graphics to the game, and potentially... Wow, we get a lot of tools now. That's awesome. Having graphics to the game, I think, will help a lot. And I'm imagining they'll do UI improvements as well, and probably just kind of improvements to the game itself, hopefully. We could also keep a little bit of ore in here, why not? Okay, so my goal is to keep making jewelry in ridiculous amounts, selling all of it, and just making ridiculous amounts of money. Not even doing anything with that money. Oh, see, here we're importing stone already, so I don't know what that big one was for, to be honest. These are all bringing in coal. And what else do I need to be bringing in? I'm wondering... Do I still have enough paper? Yeah, it looks like it. I should start using tools in more places, first of all, but I think I will make... Huh. Yeah, I think I'll make more jewelry and make another export depot. Where's the export depot that... There's probably an easy way to find these industries, but I don't know what it is. Like, if I want to find where I'm exporting jewelry, for example, like, how do I do that? I mean, here's an export depot that I built that's currently set to take a bunch of fish. Oh, that's interesting about Dwarf Fortress. I feel like that's similar to a lot of these types of games, which is why this game in particular is a little different, is because this one is designed to be able to go to thousands of people. Games like Oxygen Not Included, for example, really fun, but not designed to have, you know, 300, 500 duplicates. I think once you even get to 100, the game generally starts to get really laggy because of pathfinding and all sorts of other stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know if Dwarf Fortress is the game for me, but the Steam version might be. That remains to be seen. Okay, so I can find the other export depots from here, and this will show me where they are. Perfect. Okay, so this is... Okay, those both have 512 jewelry, which should be enough export power on that. Yes, September Waves. This game is much less micromanagey. I mean, I've got 1,500 citizens running around, and all I've done is build a bunch of rooms, basically, and stuff just happens. To the point where all this detail you can get on each individual person almost feels wasted, you know, because in Dwarf Fortress, I feel like you care about this kind of stuff. But in this game, like, happiness just averages out. If I look at these different happiness bars, it's like, oh, that's just the average of everything, and I don't really have to care if individual people are happy. So this one is more almost like if you mix Dwarf Fortress with, like, SimCity or something, where your goal is kind of much larger scale than just a simple, or a single city type thing with dwarves. Okay, I'm gonna build another jeweler down here. Even though I have 2.4 million, I want more, and I'm greedy. So we're gonna keep upgrading stuff. And our research, we can keep getting more tools. I'm obsessed with tools apparently. So we're gonna go crazy for tools, and we're gonna keep going with that. And now we're just gonna see insane amounts of tools. Yes, Black and White. I played that back in the day. Or at least my friend did, and I watched him. I don't remember very well what it was, but yeah, the God game genre is probably what you would call this. It's just kind of shifted a bit over time. The next thing I want to do is my smaller industries I want to equip with tools. So like these grain brewers, so we can get more drink out of that. And you can't equip tools in a tavern. I think I learned it's not useful to equip tools in a library. At least that was what I discovered. No tools in a bathhouse. I guess tools can only be put in places that create items, it looks like. Like a carpenter. Like maybe... Oh, my carpenters already have tools. Nice. Interesting. Black and White patched. Yeah, I mean, there are so many games in this genre now that are coming out. There's like 5 on my Steam wishlist that actually all are receiving decent ratings, and I kind of want to play all of them. And I'm just like, when am I ever gonna have time to play all these games? So I don't know what I'm gonna get to next, but... Ooh, slaves. Okay, should I actually try to purchase some? I could purchase 1,000 slaves. Like, I could legitimately afford that. Let's just try, I don't know, a very large... Can I type in this? Oh, well, I just accidentally right-clicked out of it. How do I get back to the slaver? Which ones? That's a good question. Let me pull up my Steam real quick and I'll tell you. So... it takes a second to get to the wish list. Okay, currently I'm looking at reshaping Mars infraspace, which looks very much Factorio Dyson Sphere program type thing. Looking at Industries of Titan, though that one hasn't gotten amazing reviews. Patron, Going Medieval, Kingdoms Reborn, Ostriv or Ostriv. I think that's it at the moment, but that was a lot of titles right there. So yeah, there's a lot of games like this out there. I feel like I should build more libraries or more food. I'm probably gonna run out of food. Would it be crazy to equip my farmers with tools? I have 173 of them. But I also have 1,000 tools. So let's go for 3 tools on fruit farms, and let's see if my tools can survive that. Because if I could get my farmers to have extra productivity from tools, then I would need very few comparatively. I mean, half as many. So the problem with tools, September, is that they get used up, and so it's not like you just equip them once and then you're done. They actually break, and then so you need a constant supply of tools. And if I'm supplying tools to 173 people, that uses up a lot of tools. So up to this point, I've mainly just been giving tools to the more costly industries and the more advanced industries. Farming's not very advanced. Rather than adding tools, I could just add more farms. But I'm getting to the point where like a decent amount of the map is actually farmland. Although, I mean, we have all of this, but... Yeah, that's what I was figuring, Ark and OC, just that a lot of them are not fully fleshed out games. But I assume they'll get there. This is why I keep going back to Factorio. You know, I can play Factorio while I wait for those games to flesh out themselves. Okay, so I'm going to keep the tool level there for a minute and see where this number lands after a season or so. Because it looks like my fruit farmers have gotten their tools. You can see by the tool level. Each tool provides, I think, 1/8 of 100%, 12.5% boost. To where if a worker has 8 tools and all the workers in your, room have 8 tools, then it'll double the production. So that should net me a lot more fruit. Theoretically, 37.5% more fruit if they all actually have their tools. And woodcutters. Woodcutters are another place I could have some tools. Not that I need wood, I already have the... So maybe the key is just to make more tools and then give tools to everybody. That's an idea. Yeah, why not? Let's make another toolsmithy out here. Make a new building. This whole base is so inefficient. At some point I'm going to have to start a new one, but I'm still having fun on this one. Workshop. Toolsmithy. Make a big toolsmithy. There we go. Okay. Bam. Nice square room. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Like the goal is to give tools to everybody, but they start out being a fairly costly thing to craft, and I didn't know about the fact that you could change the size of these benches until like the last episode, so my rooms haven't been built very efficiently either, which is, I guess, its own problem. Yeah, it looks like I can do a nice radial pattern here. And then hopefully we can fit enough auxiliary stations in the middle. Maybe not. Oh, someone also told me I could shift click. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank goodness for that. It's not quite enough productivity. Or efficiency, I mean. You always want efficiency to be 100. Yeah, that's just not quite gonna cut it. 85%? Dang. Well, what I could do then... yes, September, you're not wrong about tool crafting being important in every society. That's true. But, you know, games don't always reflect the truth of society perfectly. Okay, let's try a slightly smaller one there so we can fit an auxiliary station on the end. And then we can go for some of these bigger ones. Like that. Yeah, that should work. And then we'll put one there. Perfect. Okay, and we just need some doorways on all the corners. Even a couple in the middle. Isolation should be fine for a room this big. And there we go. Build that sucker. And we'll build a fancy road. We can get here more easily. I should probably build a road on this diagonal. There's no way to build a diagonal road easily yet. That is a bit of a problem. For me, at least. It makes it very frustrating to deal with. Okay, sorry, Ark, I haven't been reading your messages. It took oxygen not included 2 years to get fully fleshed out, and it died out because of all the content. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a decent amount of people play it, but it it definitely took a while to get to a good point with content. Yes, the blue pops are the best one to get, Cantors. I don't totally understand how you get more or less. I think a lot of that has to do with what section of the world you're in. Like if you look at the section here, the total population is only 42 Cantors. And, well, maybe they like the far north. No, the population of Cantors is low everywhere. So, so those are ones that you just get here and there, I guess, no matter where you are. I think there's a mod that I saw that like you could make that be a starting race in population, but looks like that they're not they're not very common. And it takes a lot to make them happy, so I've accepted a few before and then they've just left because they were unhappy. I will accept, why not, 400 people. I think I'll be able to feed them. So we still have back to 1,000 tools. So I'm gonna improve our tools on farms yet again. Let's go up to 8. And I'll do the same with vegetable farms. Go up to 8 because I just built a new tool building. That should be done soon. Yeah, it is. I think it's based on a lot of things, but I think if I had more of them, I would get more of them. And then there's also the administration points that you can spend on this one, elevating a certain race, and that will increase the growth and happiness. And that would help too, I think. Yeah, do I have enough points for another one in this? I don't. Okay. Education is nice because you get production and knowledge, which is awesome. And production applies to all things that you make. But infrastructure is pretty strong. I put a bunch of points into that too. Okay, here we go. Toolsmithy, making tools. I like to see it. Our tool forging is at 2.1, meaning... Oh, here's my chance to buy a bunch of slaves. 343 Cretonians bought. That is going to be a lot of mouths to feed, so it's a good thing I just gave my farmers tools. And I want a canteen. Where are those at? Here. I'm going to copy one of those. Well, first I'm going to copy a warehouse. So I have more storage for my vegetables and fruits. And then I'm going to copy canteen. Put that here. $24,000? What? Did I miss something? I mean, you can buy it. Yeah, they're very expensive as slaves, I think, is the idea. Okay, so gemstones is actually still a problem. Yeah, that's what I thought, but then I bought 5 as slaves and they all ran away because I wasn't keeping them happy enough. So whatever it is that it takes to make them happy is different enough from what I'm doing that I can't... If I wasn't going to pay attention, I wouldn't be able to fit them into my current strategy. Like, I'd have to do things especially for them. Okay, we're going to increase our gem import amount a bit higher so we can make more money off that. I should probably just have it at 100% at this point. I think that meant it was 24k cost per Cantor. I think they... Or maybe you're right. Maybe it was 24,000 of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll free them eventually. We'll have to see what ends up happening. Food rations, battle equipment. I guess I can give them a little bit better clothing. buying clothing, right? Yeah. I guess I need to buy a little bit more. Auto employ, no fish. And warehouse, this can be fruit and vegetables. Oh yeah, look at this fruit production. That's insane. And that's not even with any research. I could do a lot of research for farming. And I would get even more. You can get a lot of upgrades for that. Alright, tools. It looks like I've actually run out, which is not good. Get another tool technology. So now we're getting 232% more tools. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually a cost to having slaves as long as they are kept in submission. I'm wondering if regular citizens, do they get less happy if you have slaves, potentially? Oh, weird. They get a tiny bit of happiness from having gems in storage and meat in storage. I don't think I knew that. Or no, sorry, that's a different race. It looks like the Dondorians like to have Sithalon ores, the Garthemes like to have meat in storage, and humans like to have gems. But the Cretonians don't care about storage. Okay, equipment. Their clothing is finally getting towards 5. It's taking forever. Another thing I haven't done very well is giving them round rooms. So that's a thing that matters. Harmony. I don't have a ton of that, even though I have fancy roads. Food, starving, work retirement, population. Oh, there's slaves. Okay. So, is that a good thing or bad? That's probably a negative. Like, the more slaves I have, the lower this goes. So I did make people a little bit unhappy, I think, by doing that. But my slaves are very happy, or the submission is going up. Although our happiness has gone down quite a bit because of work. What's gotten worse about work? Fulfillment. Oh, the issue is I just don't have enough workplaces. That's kind of funny. What should I have people do? I guess I just need to start copying. I mean, farms are never bad. I could just do some more farms. Already got libraries on full workload. Wood cuttings at full. I don't want to be wasteful with my employees, but I definitely need to create more things for them to do. So people will leave until they get happy again. Let's make a really long bathhouse. Go, doorway. Yeah, I forgot that people kind of like to have jobs. So even though we can provide for all of these people, their work fulfillment went down a significant amount. Services could still use some work. We're not anywhere near enough taverns. Let's work on taverns. That sounds like a good idea. Grain. We have a decent amount of, but we could use some more. Where are my grain farms? No, they're up here. Oh, I only have the one. Well, let's give those guys some tools. And then I only have one grain brewery, which I think we also added tools onto. Yep. And so let's copy that room. Have another grain brewery going. Let's go out here. We'll extend our fancy road. And then we'll build another tavern out here. Yeah, see, I used to think all you could build were these tables, and I didn't know you could build giant tables that could handle 16 people. This room needs to be one cell bigger. So we can fit another table here. Tables there. And then, let's see. Kind of wasting this middle row, aren't I? Oh well, this is where we'll put the knickknacks. And then we can put carpet in a couple places. Okay, doorway. Bam. Okay, grain brewery's running. That's good. It automatically sets the tool level to be the same. So we need pottery, coal, and grain. Coal is being imported in large amounts, which is good. Grain, growing. We don't have a lot of storage for it, though. And then pottery, we're also importing, I think. Yeah, we are importing. We're also making pottery. I'm just not making as much as I'm using. Didn't I buy, like, way more slaves? Okay, so you can free slaves here. I think I bought, like, 300. But they're definitely happy enough. Okay, here's the mob of construction. It's weird that people just loiter around inside of buildings. Should I just build some round wooden buildings? Would that be crazy? I should definitely build a couple more guard posts, that's for sure. I don't have enough of those. And a couple more janitors. There are a lot of red spots that aren't taken care of. So let me build a couple more janitors. We'll build one up here. Build one out here in the boondocks. Yeah, we've got one there. Should probably have one out here now. Anyway, what I was getting at is, what if I just built... Where is it? Structure. Grand building. And I just kind of made it round. Like, would people just hang out inside of a grand building? I think I might have just messed that up. I need doorways. Yeah, so grand buildings don't give you any harmony or awe, so I don't really understand the point of them. Hmm. Okay, we're definitely missing drink. We could also just import drink. Not a bad idea. Infrastructure, import depot. Put one of those right there. Little warehouse. We'll make a little round warehouse for fun. Very inefficient. Sobering up. Guys just passed out in the tavern. Or in the brewery, actually. This is the tavern. You seem to be doing okay on food, which is good. Okay, this import depot drink. And then the warehouse. I messed up one of the ceilings there. If there is a command, I don't know it, but a way to just remove a wall without removing the ceiling too. That would be nice. Alright, and then this is gonna be drink. So hopefully importing a ton of drink will be good. How's our knowledge looking? We've probably reached our cap. So that means it's time for more libraries. I feel like I'm pretty happy with the library design we've got. So I'm just going to copy that. We're going to build 2 more. Line this with roads. And that's going to take a hot second. And then let's get some more admin buildings. Where are those? Right up here. Oh, I'm just going to make a new one. That's a pretty crappy design. Let's see. Room. Twelve by 12. Little pillar in the middle. Okay, yeah, he has up to 246 cantors. I mean, I'm rich. I might as well buy 58 of them. Why not? They can work for me for a hot second. Clerk station. Let's do one of these long ones here. Shelf. Ah. Maybe carpet will save me, because I can put that in the walkways. Oh yeah, we got to 100% a while ago. There we go. Okay. Doorway, final touch. Hopefully we won't bury anyone alive this time. All right. Yeah, between admin points and knowledge, that's how you really progress your kingdom. Because it's just free stuff. Well, we still have a lot of tools. We're actually exporting them, so... Where else can I use tools that I haven't thought to use tools yet? Can janitors use tools? They can. That might be a dumb idea, but I would hope that that means it makes their maintenance cheaper. If it does, that would be really nice. Missing coal and missing gems. How are we missing coal? There's no way. Well, I don't have a stone need. The other one's stone. Let's make this coal as well. Already importing coal on all three of these, and it's still not enough. The amount of coal I use is insane. Textile tailor. There's a place we can put tools. Grain farm. Oh, we already did tools there. Cotton farm. Tools. Go for it. Okay, administration. Max out the people. Some drink arrived. That's good. I'm just gonna manually employ people in the tavern, the maximum amount. Just to make sure that stuff actually happens. I don't know if I trust the auto-employ completely. This doesn't seem right. We should have like 10 employees there. And I'm gonna copy the import depot. Oh, that's not a broom, I guess. We're gonna use a large import depot for coal over here. And we'll just do a little bit of storage space without walls for some coal. Mm-hmm. Import coal. I like the music in this game. I haven't gotten tired of it yet, which is a good sign. They're mini games where I get tired of the music very quickly. How are our global economics doing? You know what we need is a summary of economic, like all of these put together. I know that that sort of is this, but this isn't quite what I'm looking for, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm starting to cost myself a decent amount of money. All these imports. Auto employ. How are we doing on tools in here? I mean, that's crazy. I'm getting 5 tools for every metal. Great. Great deal. Because, I mean, if you look at the money of that, you know, a metal only costs 130 and a coal costs 30, so 160, and I get 5 tools, which is worth 1,000. So I could just be selling tools as well to be making money. But I'm thinking I might need another gemstone importer. Because that's the current holdup with jewelry. So we're gonna do import depot right here, and that'll be for gemstones. And then I'll have this store some gemstones and some jewelry just to have some more space for that. People are running around like crazy. That's always a good sign. Oh, libraries are automatically staffed at only half capacity for some reason. I don't understand that. But I also made a new admin place, didn't I? Yeah, right here. Okay. So our admin points were up to 53. Sweet. Let's just do another infrastructure. So I don't really know what else to do at the moment. I could tax, you know, like Sithalon ore or something. That would get me how much? 37. I don't know why that's so low. I wonder if I actually have to be mining it to get more. Potentially. I don't know how that works. But I would get free Sithalon ore if I did that, is the idea there. Okay, this import depot is for gemstones. We need more gemstones. We've been purchasing a lot, that's for sure. But we make a lot more money than we spend. They cost 450, and then 2 of them gets me a ring. And that's at my current productivity levels, which, yeah, I mean, we've gone slightly above with our 15% craftsmanship. We're at 1.3 almost, which is awesome. And with enough research, I could maybe get it to be 1-to-1, but that's gonna take a while. Knowledge is boosting up again. I kind of want to get to this plus 50% tools at 5,000 cost. That's just insane. I also could get a distillery with not an insane amount. And I assume a distillery can make a lot more drink. Maybe I should get the chamber. It's probably worth our first knowledge research. Maybe not, but feels like it might be worth it. Also, 5% more furniture for only 50 points. That feels worth it. That's actually a pretty big boost. Carrying capacity, admin points, happiness. That's a pretty big one. Selective breeding for animals. This is all farming stuff. This is combat training, combat defense, combat offense, weaponsmithing. I'm not doing any of that at the moment. I turned off raids, which has removed an element of the game, but I wanted to learn how this part of the game works before I jump into people attacking me. You can increase woodcutting to a fairly large percentage. Let's maybe go down the distillery route. It's not crazy expensive. There we go. Unlocked a distillery. Now that I've been buying drinks. How are people feeling about taverns as a service now? It's gone up. Still not as high as I'd like it to be. But happiness is sitting at 92%, which is pretty great. Okay, so now I can build a distillery. Pottery, coal, and fruit into drink. Oh, that's awesome. And it makes essentially more for the same amount of pottery and coal, it makes more drink. So that's actually really nice, given that I have a lot of fruit anyway. I'm gonna make a massive distillery. It's gonna be like Breckenridge Brewery in here. Come in 3. Let's see there. Is that right? I can't tell where the middle is. That looks balanced enough. Kettle. So we'll put some big... Oh, that's perfect. Put some big kettles near the edges. A couple auxiliary kettles in the middle. No, we'll put these near the edges too. Then we can fit another big one in the middle here. Auxiliary kettle. Put some extras on the side. Close, but I don't want to block anything off. Okay. We'll have to make this kettle one smaller. How's that? Not quite. We'll just delete that one. There we go. Very expensive building. Make sure people can get in and out of it in various corners. And ta-da! I'm excited for that. That's going to be awesome. fancy road. I guess we should upgrade this one to a fancy road. And I think it's probably worth changing my drink import to only be below like 70%. So we give ourselves a chance to make some once this distillery is done. Is it time to accept some new people into our lives? I think it is. Let's do 200 more. It's amazing how much that drops down the happiness bar. Holy cow. It's because of that work expectation. Maybe I'll let people retire a little bit early. That'll bring some more happiness from that. Alright, how are we doing? 40. We still got a lot more building materials. You know, I haven't built one of those builders yet. Should I? Builders perform jobs such as construction. Like, what if I have a little builder outpost here? Oh, they're 1 by 1 only. Okay. Radius, you can increase or decrease. Interesting. And set how many employees you want. Huh. It's not very clear if they're any more efficient or if that's just... I don't actually know. There it is. Our beautiful distillery is ready to go. We need to give everybody tools. We're gonna distill the heck out of some fruit. Oh, this is awesome. So how much are we gonna get from our distilling? Now, why is distilling 1.0? Is that... Does this only affect grain breweries? Oh, it does. And then it's the ones after this that affect the productivity of the distillery. I see. So then these up... So that's why this one starts at 5 as a base rate, because that's to make up for the fact that you did a bunch of upgrades that didn't affect it. Because this one has an extra 40% from knowledge stuff. See, it's hard for me to believe, unless I'm running out of grain, which it doesn't look like I am, that 2 employees can fully staff this place. I feel like 10 maybe, but there's a solid amount of workstations that 2 employees could never manage. I just don't want to run out of drink. I'm going to employ 100 people here. See what happens. I've got plenty of laborers. It'll actually make them happier if I over-employ. So I'm going to do the same for the canteen. Max canteen, max tavern. Sufficient workers allocated. Okay, well, let's just go max. 128 people. Let's go. And there's the drink. It's being made. Funny, even after all that work, we still don't have enough drinks for even the smallish taverns that we have. Would have thought that would be slightly different. Ugh. Oh, this thing's pumping out drink, that's for sure. How's our knowledge doing? We have enough for the next toolsmithing. Not that we need it. Maybe we should do some distilling upgrades. Extra 6%, 12%. I mean, that won't hurt anything. Hey, there we go. There's some drinks from the import depots. Will we actually have enough? Curious how our tavern happiness has gone. Yeah, it's going up. I think I should probably copy this tavern and put one. Maybe just put one right here, like near the woodcutting stuff. It's kind of far away, but I feel like this would get used from all the librarians having to run by. Man, that's crazy. It's already made 600 drink so far this year. How's this tavern going? Construction still being done, looks like. Are we out of furniture? No, we're good on furniture. We're good on gemstones. We actually have too many jewelry? What's going on with that? Where's our export depot? Isn't that this? Is it this one? Oh, we need more employees to grab those things. I wish you could auto-employ for export depots. Because there are times, you know, where you need a bunch of people to go grab a bunch of stuff, but it's not all the time. Tavern's almost complete. One more little construction box. There it is. Okay. Ex-employees. Somehow, with a distillery the size of a planet, we're still running out of drink. That baffles me. Thing has made 1,200 drink. The year's not even over. Oh, well, it's almost over. That's insane. And what's even more insane to me is that... Okay, I don't need 128 people. We'll drop it down to maybe 100. But what's insane is we're still running out. People finally... No, we're still only at 23%. It's going up, but... It's just crazy. I guess everybody needs a certain amount of drink. What's this right here? I don't even know what we're shipping. Looks like cloth. And tools. Oh, Alpha GG. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Cridania. To, I guess, just not the Cridania, but just Cridania. All right, how many admin points do we have? Another 88. Play with. Honestly, I don't really care about these taxes. I'm probably wasting points on that. I already have plenty of fruit. I should probably just improve, yeah, infrastructure to the max. That's even more production, more population growth, more capacity, which is carrying capacity, which is awesome. And then sanitation is mostly for population growth. I don't care a ton about that. So we'll do more of this knowledge one. And you can see there's a little negative right here. That pops up if you've spent too many points. It actually hurts all of them, so you don't want to go past your limit. Yeah, Alpha, this game's pretty fun. I would recommend it. There's still a lot left to come. It's definitely in early access, but I've already gotten my, whatever, $20 worth or whatever it was. So I would definitely recommend it. Oh yeah, and I forgot about that. There's a free demo that's just lacking the last couple big updates. One of which was the combat one, which you may or may not even care about in the first place. Some people are not into combat. I'm excited to try the combat. I'll do that with the next map for sure. Okay, bathhouse. I'm gonna overemploy a little bit again. I feel like the service industry ones, the auto-employ actually ends up underemploying. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but... because I don't even really understand, what is that workload? Is that just people cleaning beds when someone's done sleeping? It looks like it. It's hard to believe that 2 people could finish all of that. Can you mine Dow? What? Oh, down. No, this is only a 1Z level game. So, unlike Dwarf Fortress or No Moria or some of those games, there is no vertical component to this one. It's all just one flat dimension. Which so far hasn't bothered me. I forgot I even had a coal mine down here. That's funny. That still exists, doesn't it? Okay, now how are we doing on drink? Okay, a little better, 28%. Yeah, so zeros, you can't really run out of ore, first of all. Like, all of these are infinite, as far as I know, the deposits. The percentage is not how much is left, it just gives you an indicator of how much you'll get in terms of output. So low percentages means you get, like if it says 17%, you'll only get 17% as much or per worker as if you had 100%. So it's not so much an amount as it is a efficiency. So you can see the average output of mine right now are 55%. But if your miners are not giving you enough ore, you have to do the whole import process where you buy goods. So in the goods category, you'll find ore, which is down here. You'll set the import level, which is on the left. And you'll set that to whatever you want. So generally like below 80% or 50%. And that way your base will start to want to import things as soon as your stock drops below that. However, you also need to make import depots, which you can make in various sizes under infrastructure. And this one right here is an import depot, and each import depot can only import one item. So you'll need an import depot with ore selected, and then it will automatically purchase from the cheapest bidder once it drops below the amount you set. But it takes like up to a year for items to get there. So always import twice as much as you think you'll need because it ends up taking a while. All right, why not? We'll get some more cantors here. We'll get 50 cantors. And they're probably gonna run away very quickly, but we'll see. It's interesting, the slaves category doesn't seem to differentiate between species. Oh, it looks like there's like a default submission level. And cantors have 0 of that. So they have to, you know, have enough needs met that they submit from being happy rather than just being screwed over. Okay, it looks like I finally have enough clothing. So that's good. Looks like all our people are wearing 5 clothing, or at least close to it. So that's a decent amount of happiness that comes from just money. Now the next thing I could do is try to give people jewelry, but that's a fairly small happiness boost given the amount of cost that it has to give every citizen jewelry. I feel like you have to be pretty rich before you start doing that. Food is also interesting. I have so much now because of using tools that I'm going to try 2 food rations again. I tried that a while back and it didn't work super well. We'll keep the retirement age at 20% for all species. And yeah, with 2 food rations, we'll see if that means I run out or I still have enough. Because now all my fruit farms and vegetable farms and such have tool usage. So, oh, auto employ. We need more workers here to help fetch. And maybe I should do the other carrying capacity research. This one. So warehouse workers can carry even more. And it looks like I can do yet another tool upgrade. Not that I need it, but it makes me more money because I'm selling extra tools anyway. So now our tool smithy percentage is up to what? An extra, well, it's 2.56, so an extra 156% tools for free. So 1 metal gets me almost 6 tools. That's a lot. Yeah, tools are super important. Being able to give everyone tools improves your production by so much. Wow, we're actually out of storage. I need like another 2 warehouses for all of our food items. Yeah, there's still tons of fruit just sitting over here. I mean, it's insane that these produce almost 1,000 fruit each per season. I don't even have any upgrades on farming. Okay, I could probably do for a fancy road right here. And then this one needs to be fancy. And probably along here, could use one. Upgrade these to fancy roads. Okay, and then this warehouse is vegetables, fruit. That should help. Okay. We could accept 544 more people, but that seems like a bad idea. We're well above 2,000 now, but I don't think I'm going to accept more than 200. That'll bring our happiness down for a minute before people... Although there's a happiness bonus at 2,500, so maybe I should try to get to that. Gosh, this road is busy. So there are some things that I've just never cared about that I could do better. One of them is noise. If we look at environment, noise level, people are somewhat unhappy because of that. Although, given how much I haven't cared about noise at all, I feel like that should be lower. If we look at the noise map, let me zoom out. So noise is this. So most of my world is under all sorts of noise, and I feel like given how we've just put noise everywhere, the unhappiness from that should be a bit worse. But in any case, I want to get to 2,500 because we get to our next throne level at 2,500. And then we get even more happiness, which should account for some of the happiness loss of gaining another few hundred people. I mean, look at that. We just had a few hundred new people and they're already shooting back up to 80% happiness. The only question is food. Will we have enough food? And I should probably do a couple more farms just to be certain. So I'm going to copy this fruit farm and we're just going to make sure I have enough. Fruit is the main one I go to over vegetables because it spoils only half per year instead of vegetables, which spoil 100% per year. Oh, gosh dang it. I thought I was making separate fruit farms again. I do that every time. 20 by 30. Check. Then I have to make another one. Fruit farm. Check. Then another one. Check. And then this one I can just copy because there's nothing in the way. I wish you could still construct if things were in the way, but the game doesn't let you. And then we'll try to dig a canal, but it looks like the water table is too low here, so can't dig a canal. And then this warehouse, give it a bit more room for fruit. All right, so I want to get to 2,500. We need another 250? No, about 150 people. Although, does the throne care about citizens or population? Wants population. Okay. Because our population is bigger than our citizens. And this number for citizens is actually incorrect. That's our population. Because we only have 2.1k citizens because of our 200 slaves. At least that's what I think is correct. Oh my gosh, these poor warehouses. I think they need a few more employees for harvest time. Let's go to 10. Because the actual warehouse haulers can carry way more with them. I don't actually know how much. I'm curious. Let's find them. Warehouse. This guy. He only has one. Wait, no, he's a fruit farmer. Where are the actual employees of this? Okay. This guy. Delivery man, fetching resource. How many can he carry? 2, 12, 22, 38, 42. Yeah, that's a lot better. So delivery men make a big difference. Everybody else, I think, only carries one at a time, which is why they're so slow at it. So having a few extra guys to help when it's farming season is a big deal. Well, we're still on double rations, and it looks like we might have enough food. If that number hits 12, we're definitely fine. And it looks like we still have a lot of produce to collect, so I'm gonna increase this one to 12, and this one to 12. At this point, we're collecting food as quickly as we're eating it. I have a lot of farms. Oh, that's wood. I thought that was fruit. There's fruit over here still. How's our money? We're at 3 million. That's great. Alright, let's just accept enough people to become a lord. So we'll go with, how about 300? That should bestow on us a new title. Oh, what? Did it lie to me? It lied to me. It needs to be citizens, not... Wow, there's like 3 errors here. Error 1 is that this is the wrong number for citizens. Error 2 is that this says population instead of citizens required. Because I have 2.5k population, and it's not giving me this. So that should say citizens, and this number for citizens is the wrong number. So it looks like there's 2 little bugs there. Maybe the 34, 2, and 1 will get me there. No, not quite. What are we at? We have 2460. Okay, I need 40 more. Gosh dang it. I wish I had known that that was wrong. I mean, obviously I trusted the game. That was my mistake. But here we are. Okay, do some more warehouse employees. Can warehouse employees use tools? I'm not going to risk giving tools to 150 people if it doesn't help. Because you can give tools to scribes and libraries, and I don't think that helps. So, and maybe I need to ask on the Discord about that. But from what I could tell, our knowledge level didn't go up, even after all of our scribes grabbed tools. But maybe if I had left it that way for a long time, it would have made a difference. I don't actually know. I could also just buy some mushrooms to eat. It's not a bad idea. So we'll have a large import depot here, and then a warehouse with some of the large boy crates. They should go this way. Doorway, 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 doorway. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably at the point where I should be importing food too. Hey, Edward. Game's going well. We are getting richer and richer from our selling of jewelry. Most of our industries are using tools now, and we're still keeping up with that production because our knowledge of how to make tools has gone pretty far down the line. You can change the size with control and mouse wheel, but you don't even have to use that. If you're in any sort of building, like if I'm looking at the basin, these little plus minus buttons will change the size, but control and mouse wheel is a lot easier. So you can, rather than just 2 baths at a time, you can build this thing, which is 10 baths. And yeah, one of the guys on YouTube left a comment talking about that for me, and it's changed everything. Oh, mushrooms are pretty expensive. Maybe I shouldn't buy mushrooms. Also eggs. Maybe bread. Why don't I just buy bread? Bread's cheap, and it's another way to get some food. And this warehouse will be a bread warehouse once it's built. Ugh, happiness is dropping. It's not good. Wonder why. Probably work fulfillment. It's gone down. Okay. There we go. Okay, we want bread. Bread, bread, bread. Didn't mean to click off of that. Bread. How about, yeah, 8,000 bread. That seems reasonable. 10 workers, and bread purchasing is set for import below 90%. So we should see a lot of bread start arriving. Okay. Because basically I need more food. And I could just make 1,000,000 more farms, but I already used so much area for farms. I guess I could use this whole like west area for farms, but I don't totally know how to efficiently transport items long distances yet, so it feels like that's like, why have a bunch of farmers when I could just have a bunch of people import bread and sell jewelry instead? Like, I feel like I could literally just sell jewelry or tools, and with that money buy everything else, and that could be my whole game plan. I don't know if it would work, but it feels like it could. Yeah, we're starting to run out of food. It's kind of surprising. But we're already in the tending cycle, so I'll start reaping the harvest before we're actually out of food. But we're definitely using up a little bit too much food, because if you have bigger food stores, that actually helps with happiness. So you don't want to be getting down to like 2, 3, 1 food stores at the end before harvest. You'd like to still be at 6 or 10 even. There's bread. And then are our canteens set to use bread? Yeah, they are. Okay, that's good. So that should help a little bit. But my people are on double rations, so they eat a lot these days. let's see, we've got, yeah, food rations 2. It looks like maybe they, at some point, they stop eating. Oh, rations more than 1 can only be extracted from an eating service. I forgot about that. So we actually need to have more canteens. Yeah. So let's copy this bad boy. I don't even know where to put them anymore. I need more in the middle, but I can't fit more in the middle. So let's build one up here. Why not? And I already have a couple right here, so maybe one more over here. We've got plenty of coal, which is good, because they use coal. Okay, when's the harvest? Are we close? Oh, yeah. It'll be in the morning, I think. And then we should see that number shoot back up, which is good. I could probably also do a tiny bit of farming productivity. The first couple upgrades are really cheap, like 1% more, 1.5% more. And then fruit, I could do another 4.5%. Those feel like decent returns on knowledge. Help my fruit output. Get a little farming and fruit farming. Okay, well the harvest is happening and you can see insane amounts of fruit and vegetables being collected. It's really satisfying to watch. Well, this warehouse is basically full. Holy cow. This warehouse needs more employees, more fruit, a little bit more vegetable. This one looks good. Okay, we're at 8 days, but we still haven't collected all this fruit. What we'd like to see is like 15 or 20 days. So we're definitely short on our desire, but hopefully this bread depot is... Honestly, I need another one. I thought that would be big enough. Maybe I need the extra big boy, the 24 crate import depot. Because that can only import 1,500 at a time, which means I think at best 1,500 per like shipment, which sometimes can take the majority of a year. So we definitely need more than that. Because if everyone's eating 2 food or double food, that means 1 food per day. So we need 12 per person per year. So we need roughly 12 times 2.5 is what, 30? We need 30,000 food a year to feed everybody with the amount we want. That's quite a few. All right, canteen, no fish. And then let's find the other one I just built for 9. Full employees, no fish. And let's just make sure they're all that way. Full employees, full employees. I just don't trust the auto-employ. Alright. Alright, bread shipments, please. Bring me the bread. hopefully we can start to get those food stores back up a little higher. That will help with happiness related to food. Now, food preference, I don't totally understand. I feel like that should be a lot higher than 22%. Because when you look at the Cretonians, they prefer bread, vegetables, and fruit. And so you'd think that the fact that I have vegetables and fruit available would already have them a lot higher than 22%. But it doesn't. So I don't totally understand how you can fill that bar up. Maybe I need eggs. Maybe those give the last like 80% or something. I don't know. But now we've got a few more people taking advantage of extra rations. Drink rations, that's helpful because they're finally getting some fulfillment on the whole tavern game. I need to build more apartments again. It's been a while since I've done that. Maybe I can build a massive apartment out here. Let's try that. Service. Which one is it? Flat house. That's the good one. Okay, we're gonna go big, and we're not gonna apologize for it. How's 60? Oh, it actually has a maximum size. That's funny. What is it? So in terms of a square, it looks like it's 45 by 45. Do I dare? No, I don't. I don't dare. That's way too big. Let's just go with 50 by 20. That feels huge, but reasonably huge. And then we'll need, okay, in 4 is too many. Okay, so in 3. Okay. And then 5. Click. Click. Does that do it? No. About here. Okay, so that's how much space? We can do 8 in between these. 4, 4. And then we want to be balanced, so come in from the other side. 4. So these two need to move. Oh no, we can't be symmetrical. I can be. I'll do it that way. Okay. So that covers the pillar needs. And we need as many apartments as possible. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 2 spaces. So what I'll do is I'll do 2 and then 2 spaces and then 2. I'll copy that. Sweet. Okay, and then we want knickknacks, which we can fit down the middle here. They're a little too thick. I don't want them to get in the way of people walking. So I'll just put them down the middle. Maybe with some space here in the middle. Oh, you know what? People don't need to be able to walk along this part. So I can fit them here. And then I've learned shift click thanks to Mr. I think his name's Dakota Ferry, YouTube comments. Let me know about that shift click trick. Okay, so that's already almost all the coziness that we need. We can probably just fit more in there. There we go. That's all I need. So then we need doorways there, here, there, on the end. Perfect. And then we'll make that a little doorway so people can get in through the corner. Beautiful. And we probably should have like a couple builder outposts. I still don't totally understand what those do, but we also have a swarm of 566 people that can get the job done. All right, we have a lot of bread. That is good. That should help us. Okay, what if I just accept the people? How close are we now? We are at 2438. I still need like 60 people. Which is a bummer, because I could have accepted enough to get me over the 2,500 threshold, and then we would have had the more happiness. That probably would have helped with this. So, kind of an unfortunate circumstance. No work is within the radius. That's inaccurate. Maybe the radius is not big enough. Maybe it needs to include the whole building? I don't know. What? How does that... How does there no work? This whole thing is work. Oh, maybe they only do the construction and not the hauling materials to the build site. Though they really should do that. That's part of the building process. I don't know. Okay, this thing's ready for construction. There's nobody building it. Oh, that was just clearing the room and getting the walls and the floor, or the ceilings and the walls ready. Now we're actually constructing. Right, okay. Still, the builders should have been part of both steps. So, at least it's not saying that anymore. Seems like they finally got busy. I think this is the biggest room I've made so far, so I'm kind of excited about it. Although this distillery was pretty dang big. This thing's pumping out 4,000 drink a year. Oh my gosh, that's insane. So I probably need more taverns now that I have enough drink. So let's copy that tavern and put one over here. All right, 3 more fabric. There it is. Now we can actually construct it. There's a little swarm of people. And where's the rest? There's another swarm of people. Nice. Okay, I got most of it done. Got just a few last little odd squares, and we will be ready with a huge flat house. Here we go, it's ready. Okay, we're gonna employ probably not 64. Let's start with 40. See how that goes. Currently available services is going down, which I think that should actually be saying something like beds in use, right? Or does that actually mean what it says? I don't understand. I think there's some bugs with how those are represented. But what we should see is the apartments number going up soon. In the next couple days. If it doesn't, I'll be very angry. Alright, tavern that we just built is ready to go. Employ max people. Also, just giving people jobs will make them happier, so that's good too. That'll help the work fulfillment go up. Okay, how's the apartments? Okay, good. It's going up a little bit. Sweet. Okay, there we go. We finally got over 70%. Oh, our happiness projection is great. So this time we can make sure to get over the 2,500. Right now we need about 90 people. So once we get to like 120, I think I'll let them all in. Just to make sure it's enough. All right, there we go. Now we should see our title. There it is. A new level has been bestowed upon your name. If we go to the throne, we can see that we are a king. And now we can appoint 3 nobles. Which, again, I don't really know the best way to do that, but why not? This guy, you're a noble now. You are the master of mines. Why not? I already have, apparently, the other masters. Yeah, I can't elevate more. Alright, I mean, that flat house is getting used now, which is awesome. We've got tons of bread, which is great. Canteens are getting used. How's the work fulfillment has gone up a smidge. The canteen fulfillment has gone up quite a bit. Flat house going up. Access, I still don't totally understand. I mean, we've got lights, but apparently we need a lot of lights. Harmony, I don't know how you'd ever get that to 1. Who knows? Environment's good, equipment's good. Battle, they actually have a desire for some soldiers. That would be a small boost in happiness, but I don't really care about that. Sweet. All right. Well, we've done some good work. I think I'm gonna have to call it a stream for tonight. We made it to the title of King, and we are very rich. We have 4.2 million money. So at this point, I'm losing 74,000 per, or even more. That was 100,000 per season just to inflation, which is basically just a tax on, it's a wealth tax. Because I have money, I lose money. So that's just to keep players from perpetually gaining money forever. That way it'll cap out. And I assume we can probably still make a little more, but you know, with our earnings rate, we can only cap out at a certain amount. So I need to, if I spend more, I actually won't end up losing money, is what that means. That means I could be spending 100,000 more every season and still not actually go broke. So that's great. We're rich, we're a king, and really, I think there's only one title left, which is... Oh no, there's 2 more. There's a High King and an Emperor. So, High King is a lot more people, 6,000 people. But we can shoot for that, potentially, in the next episode. Feels like we've got some things figured out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You'll have to join me next Tuesday for more streaming. It might be Kerbal Space Program if I can get it working. That's what I wanted to stream tonight, but it still wasn't able to figure out the glitch that we ran into last time. So it could be Songs of Syx again. And I might stream this weekend if I have a minute. Definitely got to make some Factorio videos, though, which I'm excited for. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next time.